Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the shop. We're out of here today. We're going to Rowe Racing because if you've been following along, you know that Mark hit the wall in BelleNova not that long ago. Man, what a mess. So let's go down there and assess the damage, see how bad it really is or maybe how bad it really isn't, and just figure out what's the next move for BelleNova and for madboostmark.
What's up, guys? We're back in the Rowe Racing shop today. We're gonna try to assess what went on with BelleNova from the last time we went out with it, that Thursday night test and tune, where things got a little...
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Yes, they call it the A body shuffle, G body shuffle, pick a GM code and go with it. Basically, we put it in the guardrail. Big Kim has been hard at it, buffed out the door. Like we said, that shit would buff out. It's got a few dings and scratches, but you can't really see it. He also, on the fiberglass, you can see the scratches. He found some paint that kind of matched. This is a BMW gray that we bought a few years back for this. Found something that we thought was right, but whatever, who cares? It looks great. It's got some dents and dings in the door, steel quarters. It's good. We also found when we got back, it has a transmission pan gasket leak. Now, I don't personally think that had anything to do with what happened. It's not a small leak anymore. It came out of nowhere, it's quite a bit. So we're gonna swap that out today. Easy, should be pretty quick and simple. Also, we've had trouble with this front brake before. And when we got back and got it unloaded and got it in the air the first time, and was checking things to see if anything was bent, which does not seem, everything seems fine. This brake is hanging up terribly bad. I feel like that maybe is what pulled me to the side. So to quit just talking for a long time, this brake's hanging up again, causing the pull. I don't think it's the bolt, I think it's the pads, but we'll assess that. Transmission pan, scratch is fixed, we're good to go. Everything's good underneath here. This thing was making more power. That's that Holly top pad I told you about. So, let me get this thing jacked up in the air. Get this transmission pan looked at, get to work. Let's get to it. That's a little more than it needs to leak. It's a pretty good one. I'll show you, the pan gasket looks pinched. We tightened it a few times. All right. It's gonna be hard to tell, I'm gonna try. Right there. That side is leaking quite a bit. Drain it, swap that gasket. Need to wipe that down too. Wipe down, look under everything. Clean coming out. That's my gasket. A little bit of RTP to get it to stick on the edges, make it easier. I'm not putting it all around it. It's just enough around just to make it stay where I want it when I start putting the bolts in. Got that thing cleaned up, transmission pan clean. It is made of Chinesium. Now, we bought the transmission from a local transmission guy. It's a great transmission. It has worked fabulous so far. And everything looks good under there. That's just cheap part. Probably should order another one. What I'm gonna do is run a bead in this corner where it was kind of leaking a little, just to see if it's maybe an imperfection in the metal there, why that corner seemed to be the problematic. So I'm gonna run a little there, probably a little in each corner to help me hold that thing into place when I go underneath there and try to put bolts back in, because that's not a fun job. Still gotta look at this. Whoa. That's gonna have to be assessed soon. Wow. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm having to put out to spin that. That's no bueno. Whoa. Got it off. Hanging. Watch this. It's not Motion Raceworks spinning, but it spins much better without brakes. Now remember, we had that issue with this bolt back. Oh crap. That bolt right there. We ground that down. And then you see there, it's not wearing thin, even, I mean. Gotta come up with something. Transmission pan is done. Tight. See if I got some belt sandpaper. I'm gonna try to make the pads thinner. What? Well, let's pretend they're wore out. Maybe it wouldn't grab as hard, because they're definitely rubbing. My belt sander, we ain't got belts for it. Got them too short. Dumbass. Go this way by hand. I think that's better. I still need to sand it a little more. It's actually working. I mean, you could not do that before. Those pads are super thick. Long story short on that whole front brake kit, I was not happy when I received it. It took forever to receive it from the company I bought it from, and it was not as advertised. So I'll leave it at that. I'm putting transmission fluid back in because transmission's buttoned up, everything's in and down, so let's finish that. I'll probably have to make another Lowe's trip, the hardware store trip, to get another pad because I got the wrong pads earlier. Belt sander pads. Five quarts. One gallon was put in, and then the last quart here. We'll let it drain down to the bottom, check for any leaks, and then I need to fire it up and check it. Automatic transmission light. Big Cam's hooking up the charger. We're gonna fire this thing up, make sure to cycle some of that fluid I just put in through the transmission. Let's get a cold start in, see what it does. Ew.
Looks like they got the transmission leak fixed. Hopefully that wasn't the cause of the problem of the car sliding all over the place. Maybe it was, maybe not. I really don't think so either. But that brake caliper, that's something else, man. That thing's sticking or whatever's going on. Maybe those pads were too thick when it was new. Man, nobody really knows. That's what we're trying to figure out. But it looks like the damage is not that bad on BelleNova. Got all that taken care of. So it's good to see that the car looks the part anyway. And hopefully the next time it goes out, it plays the part. Just so you don't think I'm slacking, man, I've got this motor pulled out. The engine bay is pretty much prepped and ready to go, and we will get this motor into the CRX hopefully on the next one or an upcoming video real soon. Thanks for hanging out with us on yet another one, man, and we will see you guys next time. But until then,
I'll go support, stay mad.
But I don't got the time to do anything but when I gotta shine. This is bigger than just me, I gotta climb. With all the guys, I got my brothers and my fam standing next to me. I go to war for what I love until the death of me.
Dirty camera again.
damage, assess what we got to do to...
We put it in the guardrail.
That's blue.
Steel quarters with some Bondo. That had no significance. Fishtailing and wibble wobbling. Damn it, I wish I could do this right. Damn camera. Oh, so. It is made of Chinesium.
I'll go support, stay Madspeed. Let's go.